throughout this time, throughout your childhood, up until right now, have you looked up to someone to help you get past these obstacles? Maybe any microaggressions or anything else that comes with that ugly side to the U.S.'s history?
No, I think that's a great question. I think for me, a lot of it growing up, like I didn't have any posters like in my room of anybody. I always found my parents to be my biggest role models. My dad's an ear, nose, and throat surgeon. My mom's a pediatrician by training, and now she's in biotech. So again, like spaces that are not. They don't see people that look like themselves when they go into work every day. And I think me just having that, like, within the house was like, wow. Like, I have two people right here that care for me and love me that have done the work. And so it's like, all right, those are the only two people that I need to look at. But I think over time, like, people that I've looked up to just trying to take bits and pieces of their character. So I think of, like LeBron first, right? My GOAT. I know that might spark a debate. LeBron for sure. Ken Chenault, who's the former CEO of American Express. Ken Frazier from Merck. Robert Smith. And in the swim space, like, I've gotten to know a lot of these people, so now I consider them friends as opposed to like people that I looked up to. But I immediately think of Colin Jones, Maritza McClendon, who I've gotten to know recently, or in recent time, like since 2020. Simone Manuel, like Natalie Hines, like, and as they get younger, like they get closer to my age, so I consider them like kind of peers, people that I could text, But when you're like 8, 9 years old, like Colin Jones was definitely that for me. Like for a lot of black kids that are coming up in the sport now, definitely starts with Colin. And again, like, it's important to know your history. So there were many people before, guys like Mike Norman, Atiba Wade, like people that you may not necessarily think about, like Sabir Muhammad, like great, like black swimmers, but Colin was definitely like kind of like the stalwart, at least in my mind and in my generation. So,
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, and I think that the best part about all of this is that, like you mentioned, obviously you're invited to do many events such as these and like just what Black history means and things like that. But I think that the best part is you mentioned people you looked up to. Mm-hmm. And now you're that person for many people. And I'm not sure, like, to what degree you fully understand that, because it's hard, when you're in that position. But, like I said, people on campus know who you are, and you represent...
That's cool.
It's the truth. It's the truth. Like, people know who you are, and you represent a lot just by being yourself. Like, what you were saying about being unapologetically black, you pretty much said that you were just being yourself without shying away from anything. Mm-hmm. And I think everybody sees that. It's context. Again, first time we've met in person.
Yeah.
This is the first time you and I are meeting in person, and I already knew this just by seeing you from afar, just by going to your meets, things like that, So I think it's amazing that you're doing this now and being that person for the next generation.